see the #5 seed in this playoff, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the #8 seed in the playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The receiver makes the grab, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Caught quickly. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the completion made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And the back gets the football. Fights through the tackler. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackle made after a solid gain. Spot the ball at the 31.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then it pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
The Gamecocks with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He pulls it in for a big gain. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package.
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick it away. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Finds an open target on the left side. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Second down now after the sack. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Going for a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Receiver in motion now. Toss play to the outside. Breaks loose at the 40. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Bringing pressure. He breaks free. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires this one deep middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up. It's third down and goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he'll be brought down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. All right, so it's first and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. Get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. And he's got it. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely...
Touchdown, Gamecocks. That puts them on top in the second half.
Well, after not seeing any scores in that first half, make some adjustments at halftime. At least this offense has been able to put together a drive and finally get a touchdown up on the board.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Passes the 40. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
I tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And looking for a big play here. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. As people like to say, this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in.
And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 50. Inside the 30. At the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness, and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you said, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. Gets some space around the 30. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Look at the protection there. Lots of time. Delivers over the middle now. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk, defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Lets it go quickly. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back, fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Still no answer from this offensive machine.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points when they bounced back here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup.
They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line to run the hurry up.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense is really threatening now. The Rainbow Warriors have first and 10 here.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Warriors move into the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He makes the grab. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Can they play key boy here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Dump off caught by the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Chris, that could maybe be the play of the game. 3rd down late in a game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money, they get the first down, and you keep that clock moving.
There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They call the draw play here. Tackle, but first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And just a short gain here, and that will do it for this ball game. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Incomplete on the final play, but they wrap up the win. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship.